Brr.
Welcome to a very chilly Oaken Bros.
Live from New York in
It's
Snowy's. It's Oaken Bros.
It's snowing.
I can't believe you didn't have your hat on at the start of it. That ruined
I
the
was
entire
getting
episode.
stuff ready.
Does everyone like our snow globes? Oh my God, it's a blizzard. Look, I'm wearing gloves. I'm like getting really hot right now. I just want you to know.
Well, let's get.
You got to leave that hat on for a little bit.
I'll do it for a little bit. What's up, everybody?
Welcome to Wednesday night hump night. Sharon's LOLing right now. I didn't tell her I was going to do this.
Hello, Kayla.
Hey, Kayla. Kayla, it's snowing in the office.
It's snowing outside. This is messing with my ears.
Don't make it too tight, bro. So we're calling from Sharon loves it. Thank you, Sharon. This is Eric. You can take that off. It's making me dizzy. The snow.
You don't want the snow anymore?
Odette's crying. No, yeah, take the snow off.
Outside.
It's snowing. The news said it's snowing out, and it's crazy. I just want to tell you this. There are a few pictures I took today because I was watching the weather channel all day today. The amount of shit that they're spewing on this is it's mind blowing. I thought this was going to be a show about cocaine
next week.
Next week, we'll do. Too bad we don't do drugs.
Yeah.
Biggest snow. All right, I'm going to read you some headlines from Weather Channel. All right, you ready? You ready for this?
Yep.
Biggest snowstorm in years slams the Northeast. Northeast declares state of emergency.
Yeah.
Gale causing dangerous road conditions.
It's serious stuff.
51 million under winter storm warning. Biggest nor'easter in years underway. Ice, snow, wind threatening power outages. Like, fucking stop.
I remember when I was a kid, it would snow and like that would be about it. Like, I think it's all about the high-speed internet.
I don't know what it's about, but there were people like in the on Weather Channel, and they were like, there's 6 inches and it's going to get even higher. And they're talking about like per inch. It's like, bros, it's snow. We're good.
You know, all right. Aren't you hot? Take that shit off.
I am. I'm slowly undressing for our audience.
Now we're going to get the real viewership.
I could leave the hat on. The hat looks kind of cool. Mom bought me this in Disney. Do you like it?
I love it.
Oh my God. I'm going to leave the shades on for a little bit.
Whatever makes you happy.
Sharon bought me these. Do you guys like my shades?
Colorado blizzard of 1982.
Nothing beats January 1996.
You know,
nothing. Nothing.
My bar mitzvah week, and I think my bar mitzvah was January 6th. And
I've never seen snow like that in my life.
It just kept snowing and snowing and snowing and snowing. What's up, Bruce? How are you, young man?
The snow. All right, it's enough with the weather. My kids are going sledding tomorrow. That's the big news. That's the excitement.
Yep. They canceled school for tomorrow.
They canceled school. They couldn't go virtual.
They canceled virtual school. Just want to let everybody know that.
I don't understand how they could cancel virtual school. Honestly, like, how do you cancel virtual school if
it actually made sense once you dug onto it a little bit. They said that it was going to be really windy and that there was possibility of power outages. So therefore, if there were power outages and connectivity issues, then kids couldn't connect to school.
Yeah.
No?
Right. What was that from? That was from the Lego movie. What's up, Chrissy?
Chrissy, I love your avatar there.
Chrissy from Vegas. Is that Mario? Yeah, that is Mario. Mario. Did you see Japanese Super Nintendo World in Universal Japan?
Briefly. It's amazing.
Cannot wait for that to come to the States.
Very, very exciting. I'm going to switch my...
Jennifer Ann said, same here. Power outages equals no school. There you go, bro. Now you're back. Can you tell everyone what you told me before the stream?
But what?
You're like, I'm never wearing headsets.
I didn't say that.
You said I'm never going to wear headsets.
I didn't say that.
What did you say?
I said that I was going to do, because I had to do the hat, so I switched it to the speakers, right? And then I may switch. I don't know, and I just feel more comfortable this way now.
Jennifer Ann says she may get 36 freaking inches.
Where's Jennifer Ann?
Jennifer Ann, where are you calling out of? Like the North Pole? For real. Us Long Islanders, we're getting, I think, like 12, and everything is shutting down. Everyone's freaking out.
This is what Jennifer's getting.
Jennifer's getting Oakboro snow.
And this is what we're getting.
Flurries. No, it's pretty bad. I mean, I hear the wind outside, and it's been I have a window like right here. And I mean, you hear it, but like, okay, it's snow. This was normal growing up.
Yeah.
Orange County, New York. Yeah, that's pretty high up.
Yeah.
Jennifer, she's cracking up. But yeah, how's everyone's week going? Good news with the vaccines. Definitely good news with the vaccines.
Looking real promising. Hopefully by this summer, everyone's going to have a chance to be vaccinated. Whoever wants to be vaccinated. However, I was hearing that Australian Air or Qantas was saying, if you want to get on one of our planes, you have to show that you're vaccinated.
I think it's a great move.
And CEO of Delta was saying the same thing. But I mean, it's never gonna. People are just gonna melt down over that.
It's gonna go back to
down
normal.
over the masks and everything.
It's gonna go back to normal. It's gonna go. I don't know when, but like I think like end of spring. I think you're April, May, and by June it should be all going back to normal. Gigi says, Gigi Devlin, what's up? Hi guys, first big snow, so we must enjoy it until it gets really annoying. As always, safety first. Jennifer says, no bread and no eggs. You should see me with more wine. I'm a comic genius. It's funny.
All you need is wine.
Yeah.
45 degrees with cold, ugly rain here in Hilton Head Island, South Carolina. You poor thing.
Yeah. I have no pity for you.
Honestly, I would rather have snow at this point.
Oh, yeah.
Because like you can go outside when it snows. You can't really go outside when it rains.
We didn't have snow all last year. And I'm seeing this allergist, this like alternative allergist. And he said that in order for the previous spring's allergies, the pollen, to dissipate and be gone forever, it has to be under 34 degrees consistently for 2 weeks. I mean, so far, like I'm happy that this is killing all the mold and the dust and the pollen that the fall was just wreaking havoc on my body. It was horrible.
Right.
Jennifer thinks fall 2021 is when we're going to be back to normal. I think it's going to be before that. I really do.
I think that it will be back to normal possibly by then. However, I think we're starting the process now, and I think things are going to get easier.
Yeah. I think it's going to be before. I think summer we're going to return back to normal. Who's going traveling once they're getting inoculated? I am.
Just raining in Jersey.
Really? They said the whole corridor, the 95 corridor, was a mess.
New Jersey is beautiful this time of year.
Eric and I are big fans of Jersey.
Yeah, I like Jersey. It's our neighbors.
Jennifer says she has bad allergies too. Yeah, that's allergies were horrible in the fall.
Jennifer, you got to look into endpoint allergy testing.
Yes. Yeah, and there's 2 people that we know around the nation that does it. One by us. This guy, Dr. Michael Ellis.
Kevin, you are just a man of many degrees. A horticulture degree.
Horticulture.
That
was on today, by the way.
That is an amazing movie. And if you don't know what we're talking about, Michael, tell them what movie we're talking about.
Sideways, baby.
Sideways.
Sideways was one of the most defining
horticulture. Huh.
Horticulture, huh?
Yeah, Sideways. It just ultimate coming of age midlife crisis movie that every mandatory viewing.
That's a blind buy. Like if you've never seen Sideways, go buy it. So hold on. So yes, snow and ice will kill mold spores and weed spores.
Educate us more, Kevin. What else does your degree tell us about?
Does it have to be 34 degrees for 2 weeks in a row?
Tell us more. We are being nice about Jersey. We love Atlantic City. We have a lot of friends in Jersey.
I hate Jersey.
Oh, what do you hate?
There's a really good sushi place in Mahwah. I got to tell you. No, we're teasing. Jersey's good. Jersey's all right. We don't like the limo operators in New Jersey.
Oh, stop.
That's what we'll say.
Well,
Oh, I know that. We know horticulture is the study of plants.
I'm
talking about like mold and spores.
We need like horticulture 101.
I think we're losing viewers by the minute because we're talking about horticulture. Can we move on to something like exciting? So you know what I've been watching?
No.
I've been watching The Godfather. I bought the trilogy because there's a new 3rd movie out. called The Godfather Coda. Has anyone out there in Oaken Bros land seen Godfather Part 3, The Coda? Apparently, I had no idea, but my attorney told me about it. She said that Francis Ford Coppola completely redid the beginning of it and completely redid the ending. So I'm curious.
Believe it or not, we did kick around live casting from our phones outside.
I would like to do that. If if there's like another storm, I would like to do that.
I'll stay inside. You can go do outside.
Bro. Nah, bro. Where'd you go? So it's officially the Michael Oaken show. Eric, you there? So anyway, people, I was literally just about to do my song and dance. Eric, you there? It's the Michael Oaken show.
The like the magic mouse, and if you swipe, it'll exit out.
Bro, get rid of that. That's the Apple iPhone mouse, right?
It's the Apple iPhone mouse.
Yeah. The Apple Mac, Macintosh, whatever the fuck computer we're on.
It's the iPhone mouse.
Did I just pull like a dad comment? Was that the iPhone mouse, son?
iPhone mouse.
I bought this on Amazon for like $20 because the Apple mouse is just horrible.
Yeah, so it's really sensitive, and like I swiped with my finger by accident.
Okay.
So
I thought, you left me. I was all alone.
Yeah, no, I was afraid I ended the broadcast, but
yeah,
it's all good. So yeah, go on with
Godfather Coda, bros. Anyone out there been watching seen Godfather Coda? I was supposed to start it tonight, but we got the live cast. But yeah, I watched Godfather 1 and I watched Godfather 2. Now, the biggest thing about the Godfather, every movie I've seen in the last 3 years, no joke, even in the theaters, 3 years, it has been, I just go to my phone because there's boring parts. And there's not many movies, like all the new Star Wars movies. I just go to my phone. There's not many movies that I'm invested in. This was the first movie that I've watched in about 3 years straight that I have not been on my phone. I did not go on my phone once for the entire 3.5 hours that Godfather was. It's the greatest movie of all time. It really is. And then I went, and then we have like these, I bought the extras. So you get to see like how it was made and everything. Francis Ford Coppola took the Godfather book, the actual book, and he was ripping out the pages and copying it onto a white page. And then there was no computers back then in the 70s.
Right.
He was writing down, underlining it and writing down notes, underlining, highlighting. And he took out this book during the making of The Godfather. It was like the Bible. No joke. It was like this big. And it was bounded.
Right. Speaking of like classic movies, I've been watching Ratcheted.
I saw One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Yeah. It's a weird show.
Give me the gist.
It's a very, very weird show. I mean, I can't, if I tell you the gist, then I have to tell you the entire story. It's very well acted. It was done by
pre Once Upon a
I don't know. I don't know the history.
By the way, Jennifer just said that she's going to start throwing toast at you, Eric. I know exactly what she's referring to. And then she said Rocky Horror with a thumbs up. So she's to your poster in the background.
It's legit. We saw Rocky Horror on Broadway when it was in New York. Broadway in New York. It was great.
Drew Carey.
This is a good question. When do you both have time to work since you love doing your podcasts?
Work all day.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, the podcast, it doesn't take all that much time to do. We'll record for an hour and a half, and then I click download. Actually, this one's live streaming, so there's literally no more work that I have to do. I'll go onto Canva and make a thumbnail, and that will literally take me less than 5 minutes to do, maybe 10 minutes if I'm trying to get fancy. And then if we're interviewing somebody and
we block off that time for
we'll block off that time for hour and a half. Usually we'll block off about an hour and a half. And then after that, I download it, and then I'll go and upload it to YouTube, and I'll go upload it to this. We use podserve.fm. That's where we're on like Apple iTunes and Google Podcasts and Spotify and stuff like that. And right inside of YouTube, you can actually edit, and you can clip out parts of a video that, you know, if someone says, you know, let's please edit that part out, or if we said something stupid, which rarely happens, um, and then you can just go edit it out. So the podcast does not take all that much work to do. When I go and make clips on for social media, like let's say I'll clip this part. Uh, Michael will screen record from his phone, so he'll find the part that's good. So, and then I'll go and actually edit it down, and I do that all from my phone. And that entire process, including posting, will take me about 20 minutes. So I'm not dedicating more than 2 to 3 hours a day with the podcast.
We
And
talk to
then
each other every morning at 7:30. Eric, my mom, Kevin, who's our CFO, and I, we get on the phone at 7:30 in the morning, and we go through the day's numbers and what the take was, the you know, the bank and everything. And then our morning starts. We have calls with the billing office, you know, 2 times a week at 9 o'clock in the morning.
then we'll have client calls, and then if I'm not doing a client call, then we'll have, you know, operations calls where we'll call people separately, and then if I'm not doing that, then I'll post stuff on social media. So the day is just filled, you know,
Yeah.
nonstop, and I still have enough time to go on TikTok. So how do you like that? You know,
We talk to the
it's
people in our office, you know, and then I have my book writing stuff that, you know, after it's mainly in the evening. It's hard to write during the day because the kids are home, and you know, there's loud, and then you got the, what do you call, you know, we do the podcast, there's phone calls, nonstop phone calls during the day. So it's like at night when everything kind of like calms down and everything is chill.
yeah, except Wednesday nights.
I write. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Well, even after tonight, I'm in the middle of redoing Monsterland Part 2, and I'm reading it line by line. I'm actually reading it to mom. She's my beta reader, and I'm saying, "Does this make sense? Does this make sense?" So we're going line by line and just kind of combing through all the verbiage, and I'm adding where I can, you know. But
Kevin will give us $20 to go outside and do a snow angel.
put another 0 on that, Kevin. You might have yourself a deal, my friend.
Couple zeros.
Couple zeros? Nah, dude. Like, yeah, can you imagine we start like doing what are the Patreons, right? Like, you know,
I think we'll get there eventually, but
possible.
yeah, we still have to. You know, that's what I forgot on Monday. You know, we brought up of doing Oaken Bros merch. That's what I have to start doing. So I'm gonna.
Yeah, we're gonna come up with the Oaken Bros merch line. The last podcast we had.
But we're gonna make it cool. We're gonna make it original artwork done by us.
Yeah,
and we'll figure it out as we go along.
Jennifer says TikTok is my jam at 2 a.m. when I can't sleep. Days lately spent writing. Jennifer, what are you writing? Very curious to know. I'm a published author. I've written a lot.
When do you have time to clean? Well, okay, here's the deal in my house. Even if I wanted to, I'm doing it wrong. So like, you know, if Jen's, that's Jen's gig. I want to say she enjoys it, even though it does get pretty tiresome. But I'll help out around the house when needed. You know, there's a lot of hours in the day. There's a ton of time in the day. Very rarely, like, we have days where we're dialed in, and like I won't leave the office, and it's just
for 8 hours straight.
It's just right. Nonstop, and then we'll have a client call. Then we'll have 2 shows that we're recording, and then there's a problem, or an employee problem, or anything like that. But
Jennifer, your wife, says, "No, you do a great job," and I read that in a very sarcastic tone because that's how I read it. I mean, really, the same goes for me. Even if I went to put away the dishes, Sharon would come and go, "No, you did that all wrong." So, like, you didn't put the forks in the right spot. You didn't but I help where I can, really and truly. And Sharon does, an incredible job with her Roomba. Sharon can Roomba with the best of them.
Yeah, that Roomba's an art.
Roomba is art. It's not getting out of cleaning. I like cleaning up. I like being neat. I don't like being
no, I'm a slob.
Messy. Yeah, no.
Like I'll literally, like, I have a cup right here.
Growing up,
it's been sitting there. It's empty. Yeah. It's clean. Like, I just drank water with it. It's been sitting here for like 4 days. But I'll generally
with Eric. I want to tell you to our audience in Oakenland a real quick story. Growing up, when Eric would strip his clothing, he would put it on the other side of the bed, so he wouldn't have anyone to see it. So he wouldn't have to throw it down the laundry, whatever the case.
I don't remember that.
No, and Sharon just said, "No, Michael, you really do an amazing job." That's how I read how Sharon said I do an amazing job.
What's up, Stewie?
What's up, Stewie? Uncle Stu.
You know, funny enough, Tammy, my mom has a funny story about that where, you know, my dad was a control freak. So whenever growing up, my dad was always doing like the cooking, and he was also very, very neat. And that my mom would say, you know, I love your cooking. You clean so good. So my dad would cook and clean because he did the best job because mom was telling him so. So, and actually she just revealed that recently. She's like, "Oh, she's like, Jen, see, you have to do my game." And she's like, "What's that?" And she's like, "Oh, nobody cooks or cleans better than you, honey."
I do have cooking too. I enjoy cooking. I do like grilling, and I do try and make dinner 7 nights a week for Sharon and the kids. I have slaves. I mean, kids.
Yeah, my kids are actually
No.
Hallie's been helping clean up after dinner with Jen, and she likes doing the dishes, and Zach has a thing with the garbage of trying to put the bag back in the garbage pail and stuff like that. So that's cute.
Yeah, we gave our children responsibilities. Alex is garbage duty. Kayla is putting in a new garbage bag, and they have to make their beds every morning. And they're not going to help Sharon if I don't ask. If I don't say, like, kids, now you have to go and unload the dishwasher or clean the kitchen table, they're just gonna be like, Dad, my friends are calling. They really want to play Fortnite right now. No, you got to clean, but you know.
Yeah, you should do a video on that, Suburban Beard. Speaking of Suburban Beard, tomorrow our interview at Suburban Beard goes live, and I think y'all would really get a kick out of it.
Everyone go subscribe to Suburban Beard on YouTube. Guy's awesome. And by the way, Jennifer said she's a website copy. She's a website copier, but now she's a published author too. Congratulations. I know how hard that is to become published. That's it's very difficult. Great job.
No, so it's pay to play.
My 2 older ones got to decide on chores, then they could do extra stuff for allowance. Yeah. Yeah, we can bribe our kids. We have good kids though. I mean, Sharon and I, Alexander and Kayla are just, you know, they're good kids. They listen very well. And except when it comes to school. Yeah. But, you know, they have their chores.
Yeah, so Tammy's husband did use the kids, but now there's no more kids. Wah, wah, wah. No more slaves. I like it.
Chaz just sent me, let's talk turkey here. Chaz just sent me something really interesting. We're going to talk about this on the podcast. That didn't take long. This is from the New York Post, everybody. Critical care nurse from New York City who received first COVID-19.
Yeah, no, Michael. No, don't click the link.
Oh my God.
Don't click the link.
Chaz got me.
Yeah, he did.
I could hear his laughter from the
no,
right now.
just don't click that link.
I'm not going to. He always gets me with that.
Oh, how do you like that? Jennifer built my website and she does fantastic work. Very cool.
That's nice.
Yeah,
everyone go to Jennifer if you need a website being built. Jennifer, give me your website and I'll say it live on air to our 150,000 subscribers.
One day.
1,200 subscribers. We're touching 1,200 subs on YouTube, which is very, very cool. Yeah. But it slowed down a little bit. I was surprised over that.
Well, it's going to pick up tomorrow with Josh. With Suburban Beard.
Sharon said Chaz is messing with me. I was about to
You didn't see that?
No, when Chaz writes me, I take everything so freaking
No.
Chaz is
I don't know if he's listening because he would be commenting.
Yeah, no, he probably isn't.
Yeah.
But Chaz is our buddy in Las Vegas. He's also a client.
So yeah, you know, that was that's basically our day. It's very nonstop. And actually, I mean, this is what we are doing now is pretty easy compared to what we did last year. Every 2 to 3 weeks we were on a plane going somewhere, and whether it was down to Florida with the kids or it was LA, Atlanta, Chicago, whatever. This is easy. I must say, doing social media while I was traveling was much harder, especially when I was doing a bunch of the editing by myself. That was harder. Bro, what are you doing?
I just replied back to Chaz and I clicked on the link, and I really don't want to reveal what the picture is.
Yeah, no, we can't
Can I do
post
the
that
head?
shit.
I could do the head, right?
Don't.
The
No.
other sized head. Sharon said, "No,
No, you can't do that.
no. This is a PG podcast.
But yeah,
PG.
no, this is working from home is really easy.
Yeah,
Traveling's
traveling's hard.
traveling's tiring.
I don't see us getting on a plane though anytime soon.
Who here has flown?
During COVID,
You
during
know,
the last
now,
5 months.
the last, recently this year, past February. Who here has flown? How's your experience been with that?
They say it's great. I haven't had anyone say, "Oh, it was horrible. I felt dirty." I haven't actually even heard anyone say that they've gotten COVID.
Yeah, no,
When they flew.
I spoke to Apurva yesterday. Apurva is our he built our backend system, Santa Cruz. He's the owner of Ground Widgets, and he's on a plane once every 2 weeks.
Is he really?
Yeah.
He never stopped?
Yeah, no. No, he's between here and wherever he has to go. I don't know if I should say it, but he's flying a lot. So I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah. I don't know how I'm gonna feel when I have to fly.
Well,
I'm not
you didn't like it under the best of circumstances.
Yeah, I know, but I feel that I would feel more safe if I had the inoculation, right? If I was
Yeah. Well, I mean, I was wiping down the seats before it was cool.
Yeah. Well, that was strictly because of your kid's allergies.
Yeah, but no, I mean, even when I was flying alone, I wiped it down a lot.
Yeah.
But honestly, the airlines were getting away with murder. Eh,
It was disgusting.
They were
It's disgusting.
There's
The
like
crevices.
Cheez-Its in the seats. It's
Peanuts,
Yeah, no, no bueno.
What's everyone's favorite airline out there? I'm curious to know. I will tell you mine right now. JetBlue Mint. Probably the greatest first class in the history of first classes. I love JetBlue Mint. Anyone fly JetBlue Mint out there?
What's Tesla Energy?
Tesla Energy. Is he building a pyramid? Your wife said the schools got away with murder. I agree with her 100%.
Oh, I think it's like the rooftop tiles.
You know
that are
the
so-
rocket exploded, right? Did you see that video of his?
Yeah.
That it was trying to land and the shit just caught fire and exploded?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I mean, Delta, New York, that's a tough terminal. And honestly, they're always delayed.
Yeah, I don't like
There's
Delta.
with every single time I have flown Delta, there's always been issues.
Yeah.
When we were doing the New York to LA thing really, really often, and we would have to fly Delta, I would just roll my eyes because there were always delays.
There were delays and first class. I mean, like, even coach, it was so uncomfortable.
Yep.
To go from like New York to what was that in Columbus, Ohio?
Yeah, that was fine.
That was easy. That was fine. But to go from New York to LA on Delta, man.
There's always delays.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah.
Drives me
JetBlue.
crazy. New York to Atlanta wasn't bad, but there were delays.
Yeah. The New York to LA corridor, JetBlue, you get your own pod. You get to lay back. You have your own TV. You have 2 phone chargers. I've flown a lot in my life. I've never had that experience before in any other first class airline. We flew back from Atlanta.
All the other airlines have that, and Delta definitely does too. But
Yeah.
personally, I do prefer JetBlue only because to me all the seats are the same. All that nonsense is the same. The planes are the same, as we say in the car service business. All that stuff is the same. What I don't like about Delta is the delays. JetBlue, I feel, has far less
100%.
issues. They always take off on time. There's a 5:40 or a 5:25 a.m. flight out of New York going to LA, and we'll be landing by 9:30 in the morning LA
No,
time.
8:30 in
Was
the
it?
morning. It was
Yeah.
8:30 in the morning. We would get to the office by 9:30.
Yeah.
But the nice thing about JetBlue, I don't know how much they paid for this, but when you land in JFK at JetBlue, the plane makes a right and you're in the gate.
Yep.
Same thing when you get into LAX. When you fly into LAX, the plane makes a right, you're at the gate. We're like Delta, you're traveling and you're traveling and you're traveling. Same thing. American had a good first class. I remember that.
I remember. I mean,
Business class
going to Atlanta on Delta and then landing in one of the terminals at JFK. The walk is longer than the flight.
We calculated it once, right? I think it was about 1.5 miles. Did we do that once? The steps? I think we did.
It's like a 20 to 25-minute walk.
Yeah.
Easily.
Yeah.
Easily.
I
Of
wanna
like nonstop walking.
Let me tell you a really funny story. Sharon, me, and the kids, they were babies. They were babies. Sharon, me, and the kids were going to LA. I had a meeting with the studio for BLS, not for the books. And we got to the airport 2 hours in advance, right? Our flight was supposed to take off at 9 o'clock in the morning. We got to the airport at 7. We had to take a shuttle to a separate part of the terminal. And then we had to walk that distance. You know exactly what I'm talking about. We had to walk, and we were the last gate.
Mm-hmm.
As we were walking, they were almost finishing boarding. They were like in the middle of boarding. I had to carry 2 car seats with me because Alex and Kayla was 2 years old. Alex was 6.
Yeah. The Atlanta terminal is just crazy.
Oh my God. Atlanta, it's a city, the airport.
It's massive. If you guys haven't flown into Atlanta, it's a city, and it's so long, and you will land, and then it will take 25 minutes, 35 minutes to get to the car.
My favorite in Atlanta is where you have to take the train to the front of the airport.
Yes.
And you're riding on this subway, and the subway's stopping at Terminal F.
Whoever designed that, man.
Yeah.
You know, like, because like Atlanta's like kind of a new city, and you would have to assume that airport's kind of like a new airport. Man, they messed up.
Vegas is a nice airport. I like McCarran. I like LAX too.
Yeah. Husband's parents retired from American, so that's what we fly. Funny enough, I've never flown American before.
Bro. We flew American when you and I went to LA that one time, right after Zoft died. And you and I sat in that, it was business class.
Zoft means grandmother, by the way.
Yeah, it was our grandmother. We used to call her Zoft. And we sat and watched the Incredibles. You don't remember that? Mm-mm. And the seats were like really comfortable. They were like really nice. You don't remember that? No. Yeah, we flew American. We used to,
like, we talk, you know, whenever we land, we always talk to our drivers, because obviously those are the guys who are picking us up, and we always ask them, you know, like, what are the best terminals? What's this, that, and the other thing? And they always say, always delays with American, always delays with Delta, JetBlue's
always. And from experience, when Eric and I would fly JetBlue, we never were delayed.
Yeah, United Airlines is moving from Newark now. They're coming back to JFK.
Really?
Yep.
What was that experience like? I don't think we've ever flown United before.
Maybe.
I heard that was from Jay. You remember Jay? Jay said that, where he said United, and Continental was bad too, I think.
You know which airline, oddly enough, I don't mind, especially for out west, is Southwest.
Oh, Southwest.
No, I honestly I don't mind if you plan it right, like you're on and off really quickly.
When we flew from Vegas to LA, that plane was so fast taking off on the runway. We were in Vegas in 45 minutes.
Yeah,
that was pretty cool. Just the problem was the waiting at the airport.
Yeah,
Sunport.
Yeah,
it's an airline, or that's the
airport.
The airport.
Yeah.
Go to Columbus, Ohio.
It's a ghost town there.
It was a ghost town before COVID.
Before COVID.
Yeah, we had
like you land, and then the driver met us, Archie.
Yeah.
Archie met us, and like he pushed out like an exit sign, like an exit door.
We were at the car
that says like "Do not exit." You just left it. His car was parked like in the middle of like like no parking spot.
Bro, walking from the gate to the escalator, it was like,
yeah,
you pass one gate, you pass 2 gates, and you take an escalator down. There was nothing there.
Yeah.
Chicago was also pretty massive. Chicago, remember that all the levels in Chicago were the sports teams. So it was like the Bears, what other Chicago teams are there? Everything was a
Orlando isn't great. It's big. Yeah, it's not great.
Yeah, Orlando's a very big airport.
Big, and there's just not enough seating.
Yes.
There's not enough seating anywhere. And you know what pisses me off about Orlando Airport?
MCO, yeah.
Is when you're walking, and sometimes it's carpet, sometimes it's tile. And then when you're walking on the carpet, it slows down the wheels on your bag. And then you kind of have to shift the way that you're pulling it or pushing it. And then when you're on the tile, it's fine. But who in their right mind would put carpet in an airport?
In the Orlando airport, we fly out of JetBlue because it's easy and quick. But there's literally like 10 seats per terminal. So there's you get there and you better grab 4 seats, right?
Crispy Johnson thinks we're boring. Well, Crispy, bring
Crispy,
up a topic.
Bring up a
and
topic, bro.
let's go. We're all ears. This
We're all ears.
is Ask Us Anything. You want to talk about the universe? You want to talk about
Being crispy?
angels? You want to talk about how you got that name, Crispy Johnson? I would love to learn.
But seriously, come up with some content, man. We started talking about airlines, and that's what we're talking about now. The travel industry is a little boring to talk about. I won't lie. I don't disagree
I mean, this
with you.
is but this is a thing we know a lot about, which obviously isn't going to go very far.
Ask a question. Ask a question, CJ.
That's in 2 weeks. A week from tomorrow. We're doing the Hilfman interview. But yeah, no, guys, if you guys are not happy,
guys gotta ask us questions.
If you guys are not happy with what we're talking about, gosh, let's switch it up. I know that talking about airports is not thrilling. But,
that was pretty boring. I'm not against.
I was fine. I'm actually very happy that I was able to vent about the carpet and the tile.
That was really boring
at Orlando Airport, because that makes me very
Crispy.
upset.
What was the last movie you've seen? I'm curious to know.
And Crispy, how did you find us? From what show did you learn about us? Because then we can probably learn about what you want to talk about.
Yeah,
but
because if we do have a travel audience. And the travel audience is definitely like, they want to talk about airports. He's laughing. He or she. Crispy could be a girl.
Could be.
Yeah. But oh God. I was planning on making TikTok videos, but I don't want to go down that rabbit hole. I bought a you don't want to show it on air what I bought. Everything on TikTok is fake, right? We're all aware of that, and I don't want to be fake.
That's not true.
I bought this light, if you guys can see it, and I was gonna do a skit.
I want to buy a teleprompter.
Nah, bro.
Yeah, no, I want to buy a teleprompter. For those of you that don't know, a teleprompter, I had no idea how a teleprompter works, but it's actually a piece of glass that you put over your camera, and then you put an iPhone on the piece of glass, and then it reflects into the mirror. And then, so if you have scripts, or if you ever wonder why people can talk so amazingly when they're talking into the camera, it's because they're actually reading. And you can buy a
good teleprompter,
and they're surprisingly pretty expensive.
Yeah, I know. I don't want to spend on that now.
Yeah, no, not right now. But
I don't understand for what though. Like, what are we going to actually say from a we tried doing that Warner Max video, right? The HBO Max video, that 12-minute thing. We were going to try and do a teleprompter, but it doesn't come out right. I don't like it. But
yeah, no,
we want to do what you can.
We've Michael and I have tested. We have blooper reels of us trying to kind of read from a script, and it's horrible. We've dropped a few videos where we talk about like movies and stuff like that, or like 12-minute videos, and those haven't done well. So
surprisingly, the long form stuff does much better. Our interviews with all these interesting people. We just got 2 more interviews today. Really excited to have them on the show. Some LA types, with some big Instagram followings.
Yeah, I'm so excited for our end of the year interviews, and then our first 5 weeks of the year are just dynamite.
We're doing we have Justin Sledge tomorrow, Dr. Eric's doppelganger. You guys will have to tune in. This guy literally looks like Eric with a big beard.
Yeah, I'm excited to talk to him.
Yeah.
I mean, even his mannerisms.
I'm telling you, we're related to him, Eric.
We have to be, or we're separate. We were separated at birth. So everything I want to talk about is what's coming, has happened. Lots of info, red pilling. So I'm being quiet.
No, the red pill's the truth. 12/21/20.
Ooh, did you see that?
Aquarius.
Did you see that TikTok that I sent you?
Yeah, I loved it. All right.
Wait.
You're gonna play it for everybody?
Yeah, hold on.
Yeah, the age of Aquarius is coming, everybody.
Because
the age of enlightenment.
I wouldn't be able to
say it the way they said it now.
Yeah.
52 minutes. On December 21st, the world will change forever. In about a week from now, all the planets will align for the first time in 800 years. This will cause the Bethlehem star to appear for the first time since the coming of Jesus. If you haven't heard of it or just don't go to church, it's basically the star that the three wise men followed the night Jesus was born. It's on this day that people believe Jesus will make his return to earth. So you have exactly 1 week to confess your sins before being saved by Jesus. On December 21st.
So what do you think about that?
I think that's a bunch of bullshit that Jesus is coming back to Earth. a lot of stinky TikTok bullshit, because that's what TikTok is. It's all fake. There's nothing real on TikTok. Nothing. When they say you have to cook a food this way, that's not the food. It comes out.
You're wrong.
TikTok is just, it's a joke.
Because you did it once, because you put water in a pan.
No, I tried it many times. Bro, all right. Yeah, Kane just said that's pretty wild. And like, no, I don't think Christ is coming back to Earth. But the idea that
there is some cosmic
12/21/20, something's happening, 100%.
There is some cosmic stuff, and there is a shift happening. And we spoke about this previously, Age of Aquarius, and everything that has happened in 2020 is most definitely leading up to this. Where we're seeing like things being fixed as far as the vaccine is concerned. And, you know, I don't want to say change in power is fixing it, because I know there are people that are Trump fans, there are people that are Biden fans. So like, we're just kind of agnostic when it comes to that. But there's definitely a shift coming where whatever was happening it feels like the wind is changing, and then it's coinciding with December 21st.
Kane said absolutely. Kane's our good buddy. You know, I got to tell you, I've been to a few mediums in the last couple of years, and they all said the Age of Aquarius is coming. And if you look up the Age of Aquarius, that is the Age of Enlightenment. There's going to be a new renaissance now. For the last 2020 years, there has been a, you know, kind of like a mind control. And this is the red pill, right? Tammy should know about this. This was the red pill that we were given, that religion was predominant. I think that the next 2,000 years are going to be
extraordinarily spiritual.
It's going to be very spiritual. I think we're going from a 3D consciousness to a 5D consciousness. I think you will see it. I think you will see that difference in people. I think
how could it not? We are such babies in the world of the internet, and it's such in its infancy that the things that are going to be happening, the way information is spreading, the proof of how these things are going to be recorded are going to be distributed so lightning fast.
Correct.
That how can new thinking not come out?
Right. The idea that the Age of Aquarius is coming, I'm so excited. All will be revealed. That's what Led Zeppelin was talking about. Led Zeppelin said all will be revealed.
No more
Prison Planet. That's exactly right. But that's what YouTube is for, everybody. Like, I'm listening to so much YouTube because I'm writing my book Monsterland. I'm writing the series Monsterland, and it's about the end of the world and about the rebuilding of a new world. And that's what all stories are about. There's a death in it, and there's a rebirth. I think that 2020 was the death of the old, right? The death of our thinking, of this virus, of 2012 was supposed to be the end of the world, the end of the Mayan calendar, but it really was about 2020 being the end, and having this finale over the last 2020 years. I think that you're going to see something so much bigger. Crash Colucci just said no Rabbi Eric appearance. Crash, we're interviewing him tomorrow. The interview is going to be out in another few weeks after that. So
in like, I think the 2nd or 3rd week of February, it'll be.
Yeah, but he's coming on. Eric and I are researching about him all day today, but he's coming on. Bob Levine says bye-bye. So I don't think Bob Levine is into our talk, but yeah, no, that rabbi's coming on tomorrow, and we're going to be asking him about magic.
Yeah, no, he covers not, he's not Neanderthals like we are. Michael,
so
like magic is good, right?
The law of attraction.
He actually he is an educated man, and he's
a scholar.
Yeah, and he studies philosophy and alchemy, but he doesn't study alchemy and magic and spiritualness. He goes into how the ancients discovered it, what they knew about it, how they used it, and why they were doing it, and meanings behind. He's like he's like the Da Vinci Code. He's like Robert Langdon where he looks at symbolism and those types of things. I'm
Everyone goes
so
to
excited.
Everyone go to Esoterica on YouTube. Everybody go to Esoterica on YouTube. It's Dr. Justin Sledge. It's Eric's twin, legit Eric's like twin separated at birth with a beard and a yarmulke. But Kane just said the next 10 years will change the world. I think we're going into the roaring 20s. I've been saying this for a long
It's
time.
gonna be huge.
It's going to be an unbelievable year. And I think that people are going to be manifesting. Hang on one second, Eric. People are going to be manifesting finally the stuff that they've been working on. I've been manifesting this book for 6 years, and it was published and it was optioned, and the course just keeps on going. But I'm telling you, this stuff is really going to start coming. All that stuff that we've all been working towards. Now that this COVID bullshit, there's finally an end of the light. I think we're going to see something huge in the next 10 years.
So this is interesting. Did you guys see the 6G article talking about the making digital twins of ourselves? I have not. But what I did see is this startup out of Silicon Valley is creating earth2.io, and that's the word earth, the number 2.io. And basically you can go on there and they replicated the entire earth, and you can go and buy pieces of land. So you can go and buy up plots of Manhattan for $1.50, right? Or you can go and buy, these huge, you can buy, $1,000 worth of land in Manhattan, and you would cover 5 city blocks, let's say. And the idea is that they're building a platform where people are going to be living their lives virtually in this earth2.io. And
I'm buying, Eric. It's
very, very cool. And this kind of just goes into making digital twins of ourselves. I mean, it's already happening. Look what we're doing on Facebook. Look what we're doing. Look what they're building on Earth 2.0. Wait until 6G internet is available. That 6G internet is going to be faster than what our wired connection currently is, and it's going to be wireless. So that's, who knows what is going to be happening with technology in the next 25 years. It's going to be mind-bending.
Well, they're all saying that AI is going to be the future. And, when I think of AI, I think of David from the movie, AI, from Spielberg's Artificial Intelligence. I can't think that far. I don't have the brain capacity to think like Elon Musk, to think about, making digital twins of ourselves. Eric, can we do this? Can we find someone to make digital twins of ourselves? I mean, I know you made.
I don't know if this is
characters.
No, I mean, I don't even think you're in the same ballpark.
No, I know that.
I think this is more of. I can't even fathom what this actually is. But whatever it is, right now, I think people are laying the foundation for the real virtual world, where the augmented reality aspect of it, where you're going to have things implanted in your eyes, and you'll be able to see as if the person is actually near you. Or you'd be able to travel someplace and actually see, feel, touch, and smell exactly what it's like being there. And I don't know if that's probably 100 years away, right?
What you're saying is we're not going to see it.
No, I don't think we'll see that type of technology.
Is Eric full of shit? That's a yes.
Changes are good, new thinking, and more spirituality. Yeah,
100%.
I think that
100%. Eric and I are going to be leading the way with that stuff. Eric and I are not scared of technology. Eric and I want to be the new podcast.
But I think I really think within my heart of hearts that spirituality and technology and science really belong together more than anybody actually realizes.
By the way, that was Chris Giovingo who sent that thing. He just sent me the article. 6G will bring digital twins, Samsung says, and it's 2 years ahead of schedule. It will be possible to replicate people, devices, objects, systems, and even places in a virtual world. Bro, it's going to be like Ready Player One. Yeah. Giovingo, this is good stuff, man. Yes, it's all Samsung. This is probably going to be at CES next year. Immersive extended reality, high fidelity mobile hologram, and digital replicas. That's fascinating.
Yeah. And thank you, Tammy, for introducing us to JCK. I have not contacted him yet, but I will. Mike, I'll pass that off to you because you seem to have better luck. Yeah, he has she has a YouTube channel, and she talks a lot about this stuff. I'll share it with you, and Tammy gave me her email address.
Yes, give it to me. We'll reach out to interview them.
I'll share it with you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Did you guys see my post today relative to our Roaring 20s? Yeah.
I've been saying it for ages, Bob. really
we actually made a video and a post about it.
the Roaring 20s are coming.
in April. So yeah, we agree 100%.
Yeah.
And yes, on earth2.io, if you go there right now, you can go and buy land in Malibu.
I am buying up the entire Las Vegas Strip.
If it's not already taken, there's a lot of stuff that's already taken, and it's creating a marketplace. And then the theory is that once you buy the land, they're going to build out so people can build on top of the land, and then it'll just be more of a virtual world.
Did you get rent for it?
That's the theory, yes. But
Really?
it's it's a gamble like cryptocurrency, like Bitcoin. It's in the same vein as.
Does anyone out there buy Bitcoin? Is anyone out there a Bitcoin enthusiast? I know nothing about Bitcoin.
Here's my Bitcoin story. We got hacked 2 or 3 years ago, and it was completely devastating. Somebody clicked the link and they downloaded it, and they spread a virus, and it basically locked our entire system down. No information was stolen. However, our system was our servers were destroyed, our phone system was destroyed, everything. And it took many hundreds of thousands of dollars to rebuild our system. But my point is that we had to actually pay ransom to the hackers in Bitcoin. So back 2 years ago when I had to do that, it was a whole convoluted process. So we bought the amount of money that we had to do, and then we left more Bitcoins in there in the event that something like that would actually happen. And I would go and log in periodically, and they would keep being more money in there because the investment would keep going up. So the value of the Bitcoin, we own like 1/10 of one, whatever it was, however much it was. But that's my my Bitcoin story.
Does anyone own Bitcoin out there? I've never bought Bitcoin. I own one stock. I don't play that stuff, man. I used to play stocks all the time in college, and I gave up. I made one killing on it. Eric and I bought the Win stock in its infancy, and we made a killing on it. And then yeah, you know what? I bought gold and silver. I have in my safe.
Yeah, we bought actual gold and silver that you can hold in your hand.
Sedona Psychics Speak YouTube.
Check it out.
Yeah.
We'll definitely check it out. But
yeah, not a Bitcoin guy. I don't know. I mean, I would like to maybe get into it. Right? Is it like stock trading, but it's an actual currency?
I couldn't tell you. I would love to interview somebody that actually knows something about Bitcoin, and maybe they can.
Scott's laughing at us. I think Scott Shears, I think he knows about Bitcoin, or he's laughing that I only own one stock. I don't trust the market, bro. How is the market at an all-time high? We're in the middle of a pandemic.
Because Main Street has nothing to do with Wall Street.
Yeah, that is true. Are we still boring Crispy Johnson? I'm really curious to know.
He did say earlier here, vote Crispy Johnson 2024.
You got my vote, bro. Scott said both. Yeah, we're going to have those YouTubers.
No Bitcoin for me, but I do day trade here and there.
What's your favorite stock, Giovingo?
He's going to give away secrets.
Give us your insider trading. I own Apple. That's my big claim to fame.
At this point, cash is still king. But
yeah,
you can go
get rid of it though. Are they trying to take the red?
Absolutely.
You think they're trying to get rid of cash?
Absolutely. You can't track it.
Right.
Absolutely.
They can track it. You know, at the Win in Vegas, every chip has a coin. Every coin has a chip in it.
Right. Yeah, no, they'll definitely be able to track it.
They're gonna put stripes on.
Track it.
No, they're gonna put stripes in the money if they already haven't.
Mm.
Go back to Vegas. Like my pendulum. Kane says cash is king, but yes, definitely trying to get rid of cash. I agree. I think that the government wants to get rid of it. I went last not this past, I can't even say last summer. Summer 2019, I took Sharon and the kids to Washington, D.C., and we went to the Mint. And it was unbelievable. You're walking on the rafters upstairs, and you see how they're just printing cash. It's there and in Fort Knox. I think I think it was in I think the other place was in Texas. And they're literally just printing cash.
You're probably right, Tammy.
You're probably right, Tammy. But I think I mean, like, who pays with cash today? The pandemic, I only paid cash for gasoline because I don't want them touching my credit card. No, seriously, I would, I'd hand 20, 30 bucks out the window and I'd say, gas it up. But I agree. It's really the first time I've been using cash since high school. I use a credit card for everything.
Chris did 10 cent.
10 cent. Okay. That's 10 cent is they own one of the casinos, I think, right? 10 cent, I think, owns Resorts World. Or maybe it's Genting.
Yeah, no, it's Genting.
Genting owns Resorts World, right? Some big things happening in Vegas. The Hard Rock is no longer. Remember we saw 311 at the Hard Rock?
Yep.
I don't think I've ever won in the Hard Rock. But now it's going to be the Virgin Hotel. And it's a Mohegan Sun casino.
Yeah, so check it out. The Virgin Hotel in Vegas is branded Virgin. Hotel is run by Hilton. And the casino is run by Mohegan Sun.
And we're big fans of Mohegan. We love Mohegan Sun.
Yeah, we grew up a Mohegan Sun.
Yeah, Mohegan was great. Jennifer, your wife, says, let's talk about vacations. Is anyone going anywhere in 2021? Does anyone have trips planned?
What's the first place you're going to go when you can go somewhere?
I know I've mentioned this before, but Vegas. Hands down, bar none, Las Vegas, the Aria.
Yeah.
What about you, bro? Disney? Or you done with Disney?
If
you're inoculated and you could go and fly anywhere you want,
I would take my kids to Disney.
You would go back?
Yeah. I would definitely go back.
Is anyone craving a Disney vacation?
I mean,
I would like to just go to Woodbury. I'd like to go to a supermarket in Woodbury first.
Yeah. I'm perfectly happy having my groceries delivered.
I don't see that going back, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yo, Kane says needs to go to Galaxy Edge with his son, and he's dying to go. Kane, Eric's not a Star Wars guy. I'm a Star Wars guy.
It was magical.
It was unbelievable. We couldn't get on any rides. Am I boring you, bro?
Yeah. No,
I don't wrap it up.
No, in a few minutes. I didn't sleep good last night.
Telling you, Galaxy's Edge was one of the greatest places. I bought my kids blue milk. Sharon and the kids had blue milk. I think Jen had. I wasn't with you that day.
Yeah.
We were at another part of Hollywood. But yeah, Galaxy's Edge. We made droids.
The toys at Galaxy's Edge are really special. It's like really good, really high quality stuff that you can only get there. And there's
we built droids in the droid factory, and the droids are just there on a conveyor belt. He was going to take his son to Galaxy's Edge last year in May, but obviously COVID hit and we couldn't go. Jen said butterbeer. Butterbeer in Harry Potter land.
Butterbeer is amazing. The smell of butterbeer.
You didn't have a sip?
No, I was a militant carnivore.
Yeah. No sugar.
Back then. Kind of regret it.
By not trying it?
Yeah.
We'll be back. We'll go back to Harry Potter land. Yo, Eric, you have to watch Mandalorian. Come on, man. That's Kane. Go ahead, Eric.
I love the Mandalorian.
Yeah,
pretty much my only Star Wars that I like. I was never a big Star Wars fan from the very beginning. I appreciated the original movies in the 70s. And it was like before my time, after my time, in all cases when the movies were coming out.
It really was in between you growing up, Eric.
Yeah, it really was. It was super in between me. I was born in 1983. So
that's when Return of the Jedi came out. So you wouldn't have seen any of those movies.
Yeah.
By the time you were 5 or 6. What was I know
Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Rings is definitely there. That was my fantasy movie series that I really enjoyed.
Did you like Harry Potter?
No, that was also the same thing before and after my time.
Right. I was in college when Harry Potter came out, and I never really got into it. I read the books more recently. In the last few years, I read the books.
I haven't seen all the movies, so I don't know.
Take a drink of water. You're
like
making the audience fall asleep.
You tired?
No, you're making the audience fall asleep with the yawning. Droid building, my son says, was so much fun. It was.
Kayla agrees.
Joy building was.
What's the best age to bring kids to Disney? Any
Yeah.
age.
And Casey, the boys would love it.
Any age. I mean, under a year, iffy, but if your kids are 2 years and older, just go. Because like honestly, before they're 10, and even when they're 16 and they're going or whatever, I had this epiphany with my kids because we went to Disney a lot. Like we went to Disney 5 times last year, and they kind of all mold into one. And I realized as I was walking in the park, and I had my 2 little babies there, and they are 9 and 5, and we're having a great time, and they're smiling and giggling and laughing. And I realized that these vacations aren't for them because they're not going to remember it. These vacations were for me and my wife.
100%.
And we are going to remember those memories and taking them there, and it's for us. And I realize that with children, that they're not going to remember a lot of the fun times that we had, because it's just that's what age does. But I'm going to remember, and I'm going to remember every single one of those times when we're just having a magical time at Disney or not, or having a really good family dinner, or playing out in the snow, or this whole quarantine. My kids aren't going to remember the quarantine. They're 10 and 6. They're going to remember pieces of it. They're going to be, when they're 30, do you really think they're going to remember this in detail? No, but I know that I am. And that's the beauty about having kids, is you remember the children's childhood.
That was beautiful, Eric.
Thank you.
Brought a tear to my eye. Jen says, once they're out of diapers and in an actual bed, no stroller, and Disney is the best time. And that is 100% the truth.
However, the stroller does have advantages because you can put shit in the stroller.
Sharon and I took a stroller. Even when Kayla was out of a stroller, we still had a stroller with us because Kayla would get tired and she would want to sit down and everything. But Kane says, I don't know if you've seen this yet. Kane says, have you seen the new rooms at the Star Wars Hotel in Disney World?
Yeah, you're like in space.
Bro, so you can't like drive up to the place. You have to go to a spaceport, and you go to a covered bus, and you're flying through space to get there. And when you get there, you're like kind of beamed up to this area.
Yes, we did get the silhouette prints.
Yes, we did.
Yeah, we did that
we did that in Disneyland.
Disney Springs.
No, well, no. I
got mine in Disney Springs.
Yeah, I got mine in Disneyland. We did the silhouette prints, and we have them in our what do you call, in our living room. Casey, you gotta go. You gotta go to Disney.
Thank you, Lady Kathleen. Yeah,
you gotta do Disney. You have to book the trip. Wait until COVID is over, but book a trip. Stay in a really nice resort. Don't stay in an economy resort. Go and like splurge on a really nice place, and like go each park each day. Do Magic Kingdom, do Animal Kingdom, do Epcot, and each day just take the kids to everything. It will be epic.
It's for you.
And it's for you and your wife.
It's for you to see the joy on your kids' faces
when they run into Goofy's arms, because it literally is like a TV commercial.
I'll never forget my kids. We were eating at Chef Mickey, and up until that point, they were both terrified of the characters. Zach would be screaming. Hallie was like trepidatious. We went into Chef Mickey, and if you don't know, Chef Mickey it's a buffet,
dining, right?
and you eat with characters, but you eat with the classics. You eat with Mickey, Donald, Goofy, and gosh, the smile and the amount of joy that was on my children's faces will be imprinted into my head until I die. It was so sweet and so adorable, and they just and they were hugging Donald Duck like they loved him.
Yep.
And it was just amazing.
Yeah. You got to go to Disney. Disney's incredible.
I'm gonna see if I can.
We've been going, Sharon and I, we used to go to Vegas. We would spend months and months and months in Las Vegas when we were building the business, and our kids didn't have to go to school. And every chance we got, we would drive to LA and we would go to Disneyland. And Alex spent the first 5 years of his life. Every winter we were in Vegas, but every time we were there, we would drive to Disney. And look
at this. Look at the joy.
Ear to ears.
Look at this. You can't look at the smiles.
It was magical.
I mean, it's getting me choked up.
Yeah. My kids have that with Eric, I don't know what happened on my feed, but we're up to 13 people now. I was about to sign off, but no, we'll keep going.
Look at this. It's magical, and you go because you're never going to get this time back with your children ever.
And that's exactly right.
They're never going to be 2 years old again. They're never going to be 3 years old again. And you go and you exhaust them, and they're going to have red cheeks, and they're going to be cranky, and they're going to be tired, and you and your wife are going to love it. Because that's what it's all about.
I have them on the People movie here. Hold on, I want to find the picture of my kids in Disney.
Yeah, no, it's so nice seeing the pictures.
This is Kayla with one of the princesses. I don't remember. Look at that.
Yep.
Kayla was a little munchkin. I think that was Sleeping Beauty. But we ate at that was Oscar House at Epcot, and screaming, loved it. Just
yeah, no, I definitely got emotional here. I mean, look at that. Come on.
We took our kids to Legoland. I don't know if there are any Lego fans out there, but this is Alex and Kayla at Lucy, wild style. I mean, look at their faces. You know, just should you drive? 100%. 100%.
All right. Whatever you want. I mean, flying is very easy. I mean, I can't give advice on how flying is currently, because of COVID and whatnot, but it's a 2-hour flight, and you're there in no time. So and JetBlue is very kid friendly, and it's very quick and easy.
It's my son and I on the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. Oh, it's the Michael Oken show. Eric is officially gone, but Alex and I on the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. It's just unbelievable. It really is. You got Eric, just go for the night, bro. I got it. I'll take care of it. I'll log us off, bro. I'll log us off. Casey, you got to take Kathleen, take the boys, make a trip. Do it when COVID is over. It's going to be hard to wear a mask in the heat and everything, but I'm telling you, you will have a ball, and the memories, and do everything. Spend.
This is why I'm so damn resentful for COVID-19.
100%.
But in light of that, it built new memories. It built new times. I mean, I'm closer now with my kids than ever before, and I'm literally with them 24/7, and I love it, and it's great. But I am resentful of the things that it took away, and no doubt that, and these are definitely first world problems, that, you know, not being able to go to Disney, you know, like, I get it, you know, we're crying over nothing.
I just want to tell you, Casey, if you drive, it's going to be a few $100, right? If you fly, it's going to be a little more expensive, plus the safety precautions of when you fly. I would drive down, but I'm outnumbered in my house and in Eric's house. They always want to fly.
Flying's easy.
If you leave the house, if you
take a 9:00 flight, you're going to be landing by 11:30.
You're going to be having lunch in the parks by 1. I mean, it's that, and we've done that where we landed, we dropped off all the stuff, and we went into the parks. Yeah, Jen, your wife, just said, definitely stay on Disney grounds, Casey. If you take young kids, stay close to Magic Kingdom. Transportation is easy. Yeah, all the transportation is free in the parks. You don't pay a penny. You take the tram to all the different
any Disney hotel will be great. Like, we stayed at the Animal Kingdom, and on your balcony, your kids can see giraffes.
Yeah,
and great. You know, I mean, where else on planet Earth could that actually happen besides going to Africa?
Yeah, but take them to Animal Kingdom, and you're going to take them on the jungle safari. You know, we took our kids fishing on Lake Disney, you know, like where we caught striped bass. Kathleen, Casey's wife, says debating Chevy Chase style family road trip. I love it. I think that's great.
That's going to be,
if you're going to do it, you got to do it. But like, stop in all the different states on the way down. I took Sharon and the kids to Washington, D.C. a year and a half ago, August 2019. And it was one of the best trips I've ever been on. Every museum was free. So you get to walk in and out of every museum. You see the history of the country. Legoland was so fun, Kayla said. Legoland was great. Universal was just epic. It was so
Universal is definitely for older kids, and it's more roller coasters and like 3D rides. Magic,
don't bring the boys to your kids are way too young for Universal.
Magic Kingdom all the way.
Yeah.
Magic Kingdom all the way, and you go and you watch the fireworks, and you see the nighttime show at the castle, and your kids, they're going to be starry-eyed, and you're going to be walking out of the park, and they're going to be sleeping on your shoulder, and it's just going to be the greatest thing in the world.
Yeah, you got to do it. Everyone out there, if you haven't done a Disney vacation, you got to do it. You make reservations at all the restaurants. Take them to Avatar Land. They haven't seen Avatar, but take them to Avatar Land. Take them on Small World. Take them on Peter Pan's Flight. You will never forget it. And really and truly, you're going to make it a yearly thing because the kids will love it so much. Where else is there to really go? Right? Like, I want to take my kids are ready for Vegas again. My kids are ready for LA and Vegas. I think Eric's kids want to go to LA as well.
Yeah.
Hallie wants to go to Los Angeles. Fireworks at night in the winter makes you cry. Jen said, we went to Disney for Christmas.
And they made it snow on Main Street.
They made it snow on Main Street like the week of Christmas. Literally brings a tear to your eye. It is so magical. It is so it's wonderful. It really, really is. Disney holds a special place in our heart. And our mom was coming down with us, and Jen's family were coming down. And I got to tell you, to see the smile on their faces when they would go on the rides, the teacups. Like, you would think that, like,
you would think that the teacups is like a like it's like a theme park ride. No. If you go on teacups and you're not smiling,
you're not human.
There's something wrong with you.
There's these old people that go there and they're smiling and laughing. Disney keeps you young at heart. I can't wait to go back for a Disney vacation.
Yeah,
I really can't.
Me too.
It's an incredible place. You know, has anyone out there in Oaken Bros land had an amazing Disney vacation? Anyone?
I'm ready for the ocean.
Aren't we all, though?
Yeah, I mean, I would love to, but what are my kids going to do with the ocean?
100%.
Mom, dad, mom. I'm not in that zone yet. Of course, I would love to go to Punta Cana or.
Oh my God, that's a synchronicity. Bob Levine wrote in my feed.
Yeah, I know. He wrote it. He wrote it in this one too.
To the Nickelodeon resort in Punta Cana.
Yeah.
I would love to. My kids have had a SpongeBob infatuation for going on 4 years now, 4 years straight. And I got to tell you, they when we met SpongeBob, that was one of the greatest things ever. I know Punta Cana has like a more Nickelodeon experience, but the SpongeBob experience, that store in Universal, we waited for it to open. We waited for it to open because they wanted SpongeBob. But there's so much to do. We turned one of our friends, Tommy, onto Disney, and he loved it.
It's a great.
What are your favorite Disney rides, Eric? Your favorite, not Hallie, not Zach, not Jen. Your favorite Disney rides.
I like the classics. Dumbo is just amazing, and you'd think that it's just a silly spinning ride, but it's not. It's Dumbo, and it's magical. Small World is beyond a classic. I'm not into the thrill rides. I don't like the pit of my stomach rides or roller coaster. I mean, Splash Mountain is a little hairy. I liked it, but I wasn't, I wouldn't go on it if I didn't have to. And and teacups. And I mean, there are other great rides like
Peter Pan's Flight,
Buzz Lightyear, Toy Story Mania. Toy Story Mania
is the best ride.
It's just ear to ear, nose flared grinning.
And you're playing a video game.
Yeah,
you're literally playing a
video. You have like these things, and like you're popping it, and it's 3D, and the thing spins, and it's just ooh, oh my God, did you get it? It's just fabulous to go there with your family of any age.
I agree. I would say Splash Mountain is my number one. I would say I love the Safari as a nice, smooth.
Safari is great. You're on the Safari, and the temperature changes, and they change the humidity outside somehow based on where you are.
Yeah. Sharon says we need to go on Everest next trip.
Best time of the year to go to Disney, less lines, etc. It does. If your kids are young enough and they're not in school, just go on a random week when there's no holiday. Christmas, Christmas, you will be shoulder to shoulder, nose to nose, back to back with people trying to get places. But the summertime, it's like walking on the surface of the sun. but it's extraordinarily hot, and but you just go with the tank top, drink lots of water, and you'll be good to go.
Honestly, Casey, the month of October is the most fun month to be in Disney. The weather is not hot.
And it's Halloween themed.
It's Halloween themed, so the kids get all dressed up in in Halloween costumes. That you have two boys. It could be Buzz and Woody or something. Really, really cute. And you can go and do trick or treating. Go to the special parties. If you go and you stay on property at Disney, you get special treatment as opposed to someone who stays off property. So you'll be able to get a fast pass for a ride that's impossible to get.
Yeah, like Seven Dwarves or something.
Right, but his boys are young. Unless they like throw rides or something, but
Florida is way better than California.
Florida's the world, bro. I got to tell you, Sharon and I love Disneyland. Alex, Sharon, and I love Disneyland. You haven't been to Cars Land, bro.
Yeah, no, Cars Land looks great.
It was incredible. We went at night. We ate at night. Alex and I woke up early the next morning. We went on the Radiator Springs Racers. That was my third favorite ride in all of Disney. That ride is ridiculous. You're riding in like a Lightning McQueen car and racing another car.
Mm-hmm.
But Florida is your own city. Florida is Disney City, right? And there's never
it's Disney World.
There's never a lack of activities. You want to go parasailing, you want to go fishing, you want to go ride a boat,
horseback riding.
You want to go surfing.
You want fine dining. Narcoossee's at the Grand Floridian is great food. There's barbecue, there's all you can eat, there's buffets there. It's really, they do it right, and there's a reason why Disney is Disney.
Yeah, and our kids loved it. And now there's Star Wars Land. Toy Story Land is unbelievable.
It's like you're in Andy's backyard.
You're in Andy's, so you're shrunk down to the size of a toy, and you're walking with like the marching like the Green Army drummers. It's unbelievable. Yeah. But Magic Kingdom all day. I mean, really and truly, you go to Magic Kingdom and it's the greatest place in the world. You got to get a picture in front of the castle. Go at night and watch the fireworks. Go on the Jungle Cruise. Pirates of the Caribbean is one of my favorite rides. I mean, really, my kids are. Alex is a daredevil. Alex has been on Space Mountain a few times.
Alex will eat snails.
He loves snails. Alex loves escargot.
He'll try anything. Yeah, I'll try it.
You haven't been to Land, have you? You went the first time.
Not in a long time.
Right. We went the first time when Alex was a baby. You came with us, and I think Jen was pregnant with Hallie.
Yeah.
You came, you went on Small World with us, and I think you left.
Yeah, Jen was pregnant, and she's like, I'm never doing that again. So, yeah, bro, I think with that, I want to wrap it up on beat. That was a great.
Hey, guys. Hey, Michelle. Thanks for joining us.
That was a great show. We thank you all for tuning in. Please like, subscribe, share, and check out our interview tomorrow with Suburban Beard. It's going to be great. Learn how to buy things for a penny, buy and sell things online. Anybody can make a living at any point with watching what Josh does on Suburban Beard. Yeah, everybody, thanks for joining. And, we appreciate each and every one of you for taking your time and listening to us and just having a grand old time in this in Snowstorm Gale, this silly snowstorm that everyone's making a very big deal of. But we love you all. Please like, subscribe, share this video with your friends, anyone that would be interested, and be safe out there, everybody. Peace out, everybody. Bye-bye.